Hey everybody! How are you all doing? I'm doing really great because I got something special for you today. A Santa Choir gift box. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Now, aren't they cool? Now, this is what you're gonna need if you want to make them. Some paint. 3 milk cartons, of course, or they can be drink cartons, juice cartons, something like that. Glue, color pencils, markers, scissors, and a bit of tape. Now, did I forget something now? Yes, a piece of paper. Yeah, piece of paper. Now, here we go. Come closer and let's get started. We start with opening the mouths of these Santas. So I measure about 7 from the bottom, and then I draw a straight line. Then, see, then we are up to here and up to here. Then I measure about 10 on this side and on the other side, and draw a straight line between those two dots here and here. Now they're equal on both sides. Now I can open them up. I cut along here and here. You can use a scissors, but actually it's probably better to use a knife, but that's when you need the help of an adult. If you don't have the help of an adult, use scissors. Now, this is what it's going to look like when it's finished cut. You see here? There. Like that. That's the mouth. Now, you may have a different carton. That means that you don't have to use, those exact measurements, but it's important that all 3 cartons are the same. So position, if you have these lids, position them so they're all pointing the same way, like this. And then make sure that you cut the cartons exactly the same so that you get 3 equal, like this. This is what you need to end up with. You see here I have glued them together. Let me show you how I do that. It's very simple. So you take your glue, you go like this. Oops, a bit on this side, bit on this side, bit on this side, bit on this side, assuming it's all now cut open. And then put them together like this so that the mouths are matching. And then make sure that it's all, equal down here. Like you can go like this, for instance, to make sure they're all equal. And then different ways of squeezing them together. You can use some rubber bands, some string, put them between 2 very heavy books, or just use some tape. So I'm going to use some tape. So I go like this. Then I tighten. I tighten the tape, squeeze them together like that. Then I do the same thing up here. Make sure they're tight together like this. And then I do the same thing on the other side. Now, this is to hold them together while they're drying, and it's going to take a little time because they don't dry easily in between those waterproof cartons. So usually it takes a few hours. Put them in a dry place, and then you will end up with something like this. You see? Whoa, 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 whoa. Good Santas. Now we can paint them. I start with painting pure white. Then you need a big brush so you can work fast. Now, The reason why I paint white first is that you want to take away the print that is already on the box. You don't want that print because it's going to disturb your Santa look. So you want to remove that print, and the white also make all the other colors, like the red for instance, come out and look stronger and brighter. If you put red on top of green, for instance, like here, the red will look dull and gray, and that's not nice. So you make sure that the boxes are white before you start making and painting the actual Santa. Now, sometimes one layer of white is not enough. You may need to dry it and then do another layer of white so that you end up with 3 boxes that are entirely white, like these. You see, here's one that I made earlier. Now, as you can see here, it's not totally white. I mean, it's whitish, you know, everywhere, but it's white enough for this to look good when we've finished them. So this is basically our base starting point to make Santas. Okay, so if you look at the finished one now, you can see that we need now to draw the faces and the beards. So we start with the line for the hat, the soft fur of the hat up here. Okay, so I put it about here. It doesn't need to be totally accurate, because you know how you draw your faces and the proportions of the face and the hat and all that is really up to you. You can make a bigger hat, smaller hat, bigger beard, smaller body. It's up to you whether you want a long beard, short body, or you know how you arrange these proportions. The most important is that you start somewhere and that you draw the line for the hat, and that you draw the line for the beard. Now, so the beard is down here. Okay. Here's the beard. Here's the button. And this is where the face goes. No need to draw any more there now, but we do need to draw them on all sides. So you see, you need to draw this side as well. So we follow the same line. You can see the line goes here, straight across. Straight across here, straight across here, and then we do it on the other side. Straight across here and here. We turn to the back so you can see that it's coming up this way, and then straight across again. There. So now we have the hats all around and the mouth all around, and then of course we gotta do the beard all around as well. So the beard starts here, comes up to about here. This is where the ear goes. Same on the other side. And now we can start painting. I bring out the pink. So we have one pink Santa in the middle. I mixed a nice pink here. I mean, the colors are all flexible. If you want yellow, orange, and green, I mean, it's really up to you. So you have fun choosing the colors that you like the best, the color combination that you like the best, what sort of skin color they should have, and all that. So colors is all up to you. Basically, I'm just giving you this fun idea, and then you can experiment with all kinds of different Santa looks and proportions. Have fun, just have fun with it. If you have time, why don't you make a whole bunch of different ones? I'm using acrylic paints that are water soluble and really easy to use, easy to mix, and when they dry they are waterproof and they will last for a really long time, and they're very bright if you don't mix them up too much. You know what I mean? The purer you keep them, the brighter they are. Now take your time when you paint and do a proper job. Be patient. Paint around the cap like this. And by the way, usually I end up painting it twice. That means I paint one layer, I let it dry, and then I paint another layer. The reason for that is that it's not so easy to get the paint to cover everything right away. You know, the layer needs to be thicker, so I gotta do it twice. Also, then it looks more even and it looks brighter than if you just paint once. So it takes about half an hour, sometimes an hour. It depends to to dry up before you put on the second coat. Okay. I painted everything. Yes, now let me do the next color. Red, real Santa red. And this time I'm painting the sides as well. The sides here. Now it is a good idea to dry the first color before you paint the second color, so that if they touch they don't mix, you see. But I'm doing it a bit fast now, so that, you know, I'm cheating a bit. But when you do it nice and slowly, let it dry, so that the colors don't mix in with each other. That's my advice. And the back. Looks like I forgot to paint the pink back, but I can fix that really easily. Now I'm thinking this is the fur of Santa's hat, and this is a bit of white hair, so I'm going to leave a little bit of white hair on the back here. There, fix that really fast. I go back to my red color and do the same thing. A bit of Santa hair there on the back. Oh, careful. It's not nice when they start, when the two colors start to mix with each other. They're better kept apart, at least in this particular case. There, red finished. Then I move over to blue. Blue. Yeah. Okay. You see, paint on your fingers. Yeah, that's what happens when you're working just a little bit too fast. I'm doing this as fast as I can, so I don't keep you unnecessarily. You know, I don't want to waste your time. But of course, you know, when you do it, you can do it much nicer and prettier than I do, and probably spill less on your hands as well. See, if you don't dry the colors in between, there will be less and less places you can hold the thing, you see. So now I need to be really careful where I hold it, because it's wet paint everywhere. There, finished painted. Now I'm going to let this dry for a little moment, and then come back to you and show you how to finish it up. Now it's almost dry, at least dry enough so that I can put on the face color. So I go down to the mustache and I stop there. That means mustache, beard, and then skin color above that. So don't make the mistake of color, skin color on the mustache area, please. Or else Santa will be so sad you're taking away his mustache. Okay, just go straight across here. Straight across, straight across. Then we turn it to the side, and then with the face color up this way, leaving a bit of space there for the mustache on the side. So up to the beard. It is going up to the beard there. And then I can finish about here roughly. This is where the white hair starts, you see. Okay, so we do the same thing on the other side. Over to the beard, up to about here. That's where the hair starts. Now here you can decorate with anything you like: buttons, belts, lips, freckles, anything you like. And now this needs to dry. Nice and dry. Then I can move this away and put in our piece of paper. Time to draw the bits. We need 3 noses, 1 for each Santa. So the shape of the nose is like this, see? Like an egg. It's very egg shaped. Of course, this is all flexible, so if you want another shape, that's totally fine. But I draw them egg shaped. Then you have the eyes. 6 eyes. That's very simple. Just circles like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 2 last ones I'm gonna make sleepy. So I draw like this. Can you see that? That's how I draw sleepy eyes. Circle, circle, 1 across, 1 across, and the pupils. Sleepy eyes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 pair eyes, 3 noses. We need some teeth, and that's just, but basically I don't even need to draw it. I will show you how to cut it later. Then we need ears. Ears are like this. Actually, very similar to the noses. That's one ear, that's another ear. So very similar to the noses. We only need 2 ears, and then 2 arms. So 1 arm pointing up with 3 fingers there, like that, and 1 arm pointing down with 3 fingers there. Nice and simple. Okay, time to color them in. The one pointing up is red. You don't need to color all the way out there because this is the gluing lug, so that's where the glue goes. So 1 red one, and this one pointing down is blue. You can of course use a marker as well, or crayons, so it's really up to what you have available to do your coloring with. And then you got the Santa's skin tone. Of course you can use any skin tone you like, that's all up to you. Hands, the ears. I do a base layer of this skin tone, and then I put red on top. So I mix this peach color and red, sort of graduating a bit as I go in. So at the tip of the ear, it's more red. Because, you know, Santa, he lives on the North Pole. It's really cold. And you get these sort of red ears and red noses and stuff. Okay. Red color. Let's do the noses. Same thing. Bit of base. Peach color. And red. Now, for the eyes, they're okay, fine like that, except for the eyelids. So when you have the eyelids, I have then chosen to put on the same color as the coat. So since the coat is all a bright pink, I make the the eyelids pink as well. That will look really good when we match them later. Then the teeth. The teeth are just, well, you can do it at the edge of the paper. It's just like one strip and like that, you see? So that's all you need for teeth. But you don't really need to draw it. You can just cut that directly out with scissors. So now we cut all these out. And I have the bits here. See, here's the blue one. Here's the red one. Here are the noses and ears. 3 noses, ears, the eyes, more eyes, and here are the pink colored eyes, and here are the teeth. So teeth like this. So I can take away this now. Notice that when I cut, I usually leave a white edge around the shape. That makes it easier to cut. No need the fuss to cut really close. That takes a lot of time and it's a bit of hassle. And also I think that white edge looks nice. So many reasons to keep the white line there. Let's put them on. Basically we fold. So this is the gluing lug. So you glue, when you fold, and on this side of there, the thin side, you fold, so that becomes the gluing lug. Same with the nose. Up here, this tip is where you make a little fold. That's where the glue goes. Like that, like that. But you don't need to fold the teeth or the eyes. Okay, and let's bring the Santas in. We can start with the eyes. I often start with the eyes because then they come alive, you see. That's the fun bit, is where these things come alive. Oopsie doopsie. I squeezed out too much. Whoa. I'll put it over here. Okay. I just remove this. That stuff can easily happen if the tip of the glue clogs up and you keep squeezing, then it happens. Anyway, no big deal. I position the eyes roughly about here, and the one with the eyelids, you see how nice that looks with the pink hat and the pink coat. Whoops. There. Okay. The eyes are on. Next, the noses. On this little gluing lug, you stick it down roughly somewhere between the eyes. Okay, one down. Push it down a bit. takes a few minutes for this glue to set. So just be a bit patient. Then we do the ears. Yeah. The ears go on right here at the end of the skin tone. That's where you put the ear. There. Same on this side. The arms. See the red one pointing up? We'll put it right, sort of right on the beard, roughly. About right here should be good. And the blue one pointing down. I position it a little bit lower. I think it's quite natural that the one pointing up is a bit higher. Finally the teeth. And of course the teeth you can put anywhere you like. Like that. And then after I glued it in, I push a bit up. Okay, so the teeth points out and doesn't get caught in you know, right on the edge there and falls off, so that now it's outside, you see. Whoa, now it sticks straight out. Okay, let's put in another one like that and then push it out a bit. Well, you can basically put in as many teeth as you like. 1, 2, 3, 5, you know, you can have teeth, you know, on the lower jaw as well. I'm just going to put on the upper jaw. There. The one that I made earlier is a bit neater, isn't it? See, this is one is a bit fast and sloppy. Anyway, it's up to you how much time you want to spend making them. You know, the more time you spend, the neater and nicer they will look, basically. Now, here's the thing. This one is really good for many things because you've got several compartments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can put Christmas snacks. So you can have snack, 3 different snacks here if you want, or just use it as a gift box. You know, somebody you want to give 3 different presents. Let's say here is one nice little bunny dress made by myself that I can use to give away to some little girl. So I stuff the dress up here. then there's room for another item down here. I got this one with a sort of an alien chicken. I can stuff that see, like that. So you have 3 different gifts in you know, in one Santa choir. Then of course you have to attach your to and from the card as well, or just keep them like this and just, you know, make them sing a bit. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Yeah! See you next time.